All right, so the parts unknown challenge is over and we completed everything, and yeah, it was fun. We had a good time. If you haven't seen the video, go in, replay that video. It's in my live stream area, and then also go over to Pat Moss and you can see Pat Moss' side and watch their live stream as well. But now you want to play it, right? So that's why you're watching this video. Well, I have uploaded into my shared folders directory the to Parts Unknown Challenge RC4. And you're going to find that in the shared folders, and it's going to be under Astroneer, and it's going to be under the challenges, the Astroneer challenges, and you'll see 2 Parts Unknown V2 Challenge RC4. Now, if you don't know how to get to my OneDrive account, you can go into the Discord, go underneath Shared Save Games, and underneath that pin in the corner, if you scroll down to the bottom, it'll give you instructions on how to get onto the OneDrive and be able to download this challenge. Also, there's a lot of saves that have been posted there by users, not only showing off their bases, but other cool things that they have done in the past. When you load up the challenge for the very first time, you're going to appear roughly around here. I think the landing ship lands right about here. But you're going to be looking at this spaceship. And it has 8 seats for 8 players, just in case you happen to be playing on a dedicated server. Otherwise, if you're playing locally or co-op, you're only going to be able to use 4 of the seats. Now, the reason for this, you absolutely must take a trip into orbit and come back and land at the starting location. There's a little hab. If you open up your compass, it's right over here off in this direction, and there's a landing pad there that you can land on. Now, the reason for this is because when I created this save file, I created it using a custom game. And some of the options in the custom game configuration are to skip the launch sequence and have no starting shelter. And with those 2 options selected, it actually causes a problem when you leave and go to another planet. So the solution to that is to jump into this spaceship and go to the landing pad area. If you do not do that, if you bypass this process, the other planets will not render in correctly for your other players. You're just going to have no ends of problems. So get in the ship, launch the ship, and you just need to launch into orbit. Once you're in orbit, land at the landing pad that is over by the hab over here. And that fixes all problems with rendering planets. So you'll no longer have planets misrendered or resources being floating off into space. Everything will be just fine. The rules are simple. I have a rules video. Go up and watch the rules for the rules of the game. There is one other prep thing that you need to do. The easiest way to do this is to go back down. There's a button here that lowers and raises these gates. You can see it right up here in the corner. It's kind of hidden. So just lower these gates down. The best way to prep the landing pad areas, and you're going to have to do all 6 of them, is just take a train. If the trains are not here for some reason, or they're off in the distance over here, there is a call button on the wall. Just call the trains back, and they will all come back to the station like they're supposed to. So get into a train and go to one of the destinations. You're going to have to do this for all 6, so just go in order. Take the train ride. It's going to take about 1 minute and 40 seconds. When you arrive at the gateway, there's a couple things that you're going to need to do. First of all, we made a mistake, and we put the drill mod 1 there. This is going to cause problems on Aatrox, and it's going to make it really difficult on Glacio as well. So the drill mod needs to be changed. Just open up the file and then turn around and put it into creative mode. That'll allow you to pick this up and just delete it and then replace this with a drill mod 2. It doesn't have to be anything but more than a drill mod 2. That'll allow you to get through the soils that are needed on Aatrox and on Glacio. You're going to do this for all 6 gateways. The next thing that you want to do is the launch platform itself. The launch platform is precariously sitting on top of these 2 little pieces of dirt, and it works rather well, but if you notice when you hover over the launch platform, you'll see the lock and unlock mechanism. that means that the platform is not ready for launch. If you were to launch this platform, it would just stay in place. It wouldn't go anywhere. Matter of fact, let me simulate that for you right now. You just hold this button down to launch it off. And the platform stays here. That's because the platform has not been freed. So, once these thrusters burn out, which I don't think they will because we're in creative mode, so just pick up the thruster, hold on to it, and delete it. Pick the other thruster up, hold on to it, delete it, and print yourself off some new thrusters. If you ever get into this problem when you're playing in a competition, just tell the other team to stop, flip it over to creative mode, and then turn around and print yourself off a couple new thrusters and reattach them back onto the platform. Okay, let's go back to fixing the platform. The platform, on every single one on the gateway, there is an inhibitor mod. Pick up the inhibitor mod, make sure it is on your terrain tool and on your terrain tool. And then what you're going to do is a little off to the side over here with your terrain tool and the inhibitor mod on. You're just going to do that. And did you hear that noise? I can't simulate it again because I've already done it. But what happens is if you look at the platform, you no longer see the locked and unlocked. What happens is that the platform unlocks, and since it's not sitting on the ground, you no longer see the lock and unlock, and now it's ready to launch. I'll simulate that for you. And the platform should launch the way that it's supposed to. Off into space it goes to some planet unknown. Now, for some reason, if you were a dodo head and you hit the button and everybody didn't get in, my suggestion is just start all over again. Look, every single time that you load up this save, you're going to have to unlock the platform. You can replace the drill mods, make a quick backup save of this, give it a different version number. But you're still, every single time, you're going to have to unlock the platform. It's very simple. Inhibitor mod on your terrain tool. Just open up your terrain tool and touch just real quickly off to the side over here. And you can even go back and put the terrain tool back on top of this so that it's sitting there waiting for, I don't know, the next time you use it. It's not used in the competition anyways, so don't take it with you. If it's not sitting there, it will be sitting off to the side over here in a little corner out of the way. I think for this version of the save file, they're all sitting on top of the platform. But if not, look in the corner here and you should see it. But if it's not on the platform, look in the corner here and you should see it. Those are the only two things that you need to do. Those are the only things that you need to do to prep the save. Switch out the drill mod. Free the platform on all 6 gateways. You can use the train to do that. And then also just remember that when you're playing, have everybody jump into the launch vehicle and launch into orbit and land back at the hab. That's it. Otherwise, watch the rules. My suggestion for the rules video would be to change one of the rules, which is just make a statement in there that says every time you land on a new planet, you have to start over again. The only thing that you can take are the items that are sitting on the platform on the gateway. Otherwise, everything else has to be out of your backpack before you launch. If you did happen to switch over to creative mode before you start playing with friends, remember to switch back out of creative mode, and then you're all set and ready to go. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy the save. If you haven't already, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Would love to have you in the community. You want to follow me on any of my social media, you can find the links in the description below, and make sure to hit that notification bell. That way you know when I go live and when I post new videos. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.